Howdy, everyone. Welcome, guys. Big show tonight. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Some announcements this week, some stuff coming up for next week that's going to be amazing. But before we do that, let's say hello to everybody that is in the chat. I've seen a lot of people chatting here early. So let's go through real quick. Anna, you know what? Anna, you were first on my screen over here. Welcome in. And David, hope you guys are having an amazing Thursday. Chase Chaser, I got a slide from Chase Chaser. You guys, listen, if you're not going to stick around for anything else, stick around for that slide because my man does amazing work. Deanna, hello. I hopefully you're having a good start or finish to the week. Christina, as always, good to see you in here. Sir Bass, hello. Velvet, hello. Hold on. Listen, there was a lot of chatting at the beginning. Professor Josh, hello. Thank you for also chatting earlier. I see the squirrel emoji that you put in there. Chris, how are you doing tonight? Barry Near, hello. Ozpop, what's up? Dr. John, Wayne, Michael. You know, I'm seeing a couple names that I don't see every single week. So, guys, welcome in. If this is your first PFO, make sure you put it in the chat. If you are a channel member, use your, what are those called, guys?
Free monthly super chat.
Free monthly super chat that I can never remember to tell you guys to use that. So if you guys would like to do that, if you got questions tonight, we're here to help. Tim, hello. Wayne, I'm saying hello to you one more time just because you're in green on my screen, so I feel like I need to say it twice. Evelyn, hello. Magma, what's up? Guys, so many people. Jeremy, hello. And I'm going to say hello to Jetman because it's green again and in big, bold writing here. And Magma, yes, SDCC in 1 week. Guys, and Wayne, thank you so much, my friend. 6 months. Appreciate the 6-month relationship we've been in. Let's hope that can continue for at least a year.
Long time.
Or 7 months. Listen, forget a year. Wayne, let's try to get to 7 before we get to 12. Guys, how are you guys doing tonight? How was the week on? It's been a crazy week, has it not?
It was pretty uneventful. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing much happening, huh?
No announcements to be sweating over. Nothing. Oh, look at that. Professor Josh, 27 months.
20. Wow.
That's insane.
I got to do that on John's channel because I think I've only been like 4 months, I think. Because I thought I was listen, guys, check your
you were subscribed and you actually weren't.
I thought I was subscribed I was subscribed to a couple other channels that I thought that I was subscribed. I seen the money coming out every month. Didn't realize it wasn't John's channel, but I am now. I'm definitely a solid member of John's, and I've been for Josh's, I think, for a while. Hopefully, Josh, I'm subscribed to you too. That would be pretty embarrassing, but yeah. So, guys, what did you think of some of the drops this week? We got slides here tonight. We'll go over some of that stuff, but let's build up some excitement. What are we excited for?
I got to clarify before we jump into the chat here. I'm not drinking alcohol. This is very watered down iced tea. I actually can't drink alcohol anymore, but I like the optimism in the chat. I like it. Can we talk about some of the Star Wars announcements that have been brewing these last couple weeks? Like, we have a pretty exciting Darth Maul pop coming out pretty soon.
We do. You know what? I didn't pull that slide out tonight because I thought that was that not last week.
We didn't get it.
It was last week, but we didn't talk about it because we were talking about all the SDCC reveals.
Well, I'm gonna have you guys pull up one of those slides.
I'll pull it up.
Why don't we pull into some of the stuff that I completely missed? We do that because now that we're saying Star Wars, I forgot to grab a slide of the.
Did you grab D23? Did you grab any D23?
The D23, I did grab that. The D23 stuff I got the Star Wars stuff with Boba Fett and Jango Fett, the Fett clan or whatever they're calling that thing.
The Fett Legacy.
The Fett Legacy. But I also forgot the gaming greats was pretty cool. I thought that those were
the Darth Malgus looking pretty good.
Because John, I watched your video and I'm gonna put this on the screen here. You know, and this is a good thing that we can kind of juxtaposition. Like some of the stuff that was released for SDCC, and you said it in your video. Was that today's video or yesterday's video?
Yesterday. I put out a couple extra videos.
Yeah, because you did a video yesterday. So yesterday's video, and I agreed with you that this would have been an amazing SDCC pop. versus the two that we got. Not that the two that we got were bad, but this one, like, this screams SDCC or like con, right?
And wouldn't it have been full circle too? Because the first one was SDCC. It just, I don't know. It just seems like a layup opportunity. And there's so many people have messaged us in particular, like asking about this pop. So I also brought it up. It's up for pre-order on Boom Loot, but there's several other retailers. I know Boom Loot's got it up, right? I don't know if they still have it up, but it was up on their website at one point.
I think Ralphie's actually got these in already.
Oh, Ralphie's has them in? Oh, we'll definitely go buy from Ralphie's.
Any one of our codes.
Oh, yeah, definitely go buy it from Ralphie's then, because we don't get a kickback or anything from Boom Loot, but we do from Ralphie's.
Yeah, so Ralphie's has it up, and use any of our codes. If you want the shortest code, it's ours. It's DUO, but I'm just saying. No, use
honestly, at the end of the day, use any code to save money. That's all that matters.
That's exactly right. And definitely Ralphie's is a great place to support. And I think that they had them in, if I remember correctly.
Make sure it didn't sell out.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
That's a good point. We're propping this all up, and they might be gone already. Because that is a good one. I mean, it's it's another mall, but like that just feels different. You know what I mean?
It's still there. $14.95. $14.95.
It's an exclusive.
It is still. It says unavailable though, so it is not. They sold out.
They sold out. Okay, well, guys, hopefully you used their code and you saved a couple bucks and you got it already then, because
I think John ordered 30 of them. That's probably
why. I missed it. I'll have to order it. I'll have to see when Ralphie's is getting in another shipment because I haven't ordered it yet.
I do love the sticker too. I will say that the sticker looks so good on there.
Sticker?
It's a specialty series sticker, but it looks good. It's like that, just that Funko crown. I don't know. It just makes it look good, and it looks good with the box color and everything. So.
No,
the glow.
I agree. It adds a little something.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't look weird and off, but it looks like it's sold out on Boom Loot as well. Pre-order.
Oh, sold out. All right.
If you are looking to pre-order it, I would find somewhere. Now, this doesn't mean it won't be like a bunch of other places once it gets. I'm sure a bunch of comic book shops will get it. Your local shop might get it. Things like that too.
Some of the specialty
series.
Yeah, some of the specialty series has been showing up at like Hot Topics and stuff like that now too, which it was never like that before. Specialty was always the small comic book stores and stuff, but I've seen specialty series stuff show up in places you wouldn't think that they would show up. So you definitely got to keep a lookout. I've seen a couple that
the cheapest I've seen it. Entertainment Earth, actually, $11.99.
Yeah, but are you going to get it in the next year?
It says new pre-orders July 10th. So maybe November 2024. So
the only thing with entertainment,
I would advise to not order anything from Entertainment Earth.
Listen, I'm not going to disagree with it. The only good thing with Entertainment Earth, I'm going to give the positive side of it. They do not. I don't believe that they charge until they ship.
It doesn't matter. I'd rather pay up front. We just had a bad.
Oh no, me too. Like if it was at Ralphie's, get it from Ralphie's. That's where I would get it. If they sell out,
we just had a little bit of a fight with the customer service for Entertainment Earth back in February, just because we ordered a ton of stuff last year that still hadn't come in, and obviously you guys know that we were moving, so we wanted to like make sure that everything that was still outstanding was going to get forwarded to the new house. And then we just went back and forth with the customer service, and they were like, well, this pop got kicked to, it was actually some sodas too. They were like, oh, this stuff got kicked to Q2, and now it's Q3. And it's like, and then like some of the stuff other retailers already had. There was one pop we had actually already pulled in a mystery box. So I like Entertainment Earth because it seems like I used to like them because they would always put stuff up right away, but like this stuff just doesn't come. And I guess they have no control over that, I can't order from them anymore.
I think that's what
GameStop has it too. So
yeah, see, some of these other retailers have it.
It says it doesn't release to September 23rd, so it's a ways off.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, it says on their release date. So I don't know if anyone like how long this. That's more realistic, probably of a pre-order. When pre-orders come out, it's usually a couple months.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of where you get into that situation. Like, it's hard because Entertainment Earth, even though they're huge, they're probably the biggest distributor at this point, bigger than any of the the other places, and even they might not have, they don't have control, like you said, John. It does make it hard. It makes it hard to pre-order anything because, places like Ralphie's, I mean, whether they're getting it directly from Funko like Entertainment Earth is, or if they get it through like an Entertainment Earth type distribution or whatever, I'm sure they go straight through Funko. But you're at the mercy of Funko at that point, and it does make it hard for these smaller places because exactly what you just said, John.
The other thing. Oh, sorry, Josh. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just don't go on Walmart and buy the $41 SDCC Darth Maul glow.
Oh yeah.
Where are you saying it might be a fake? You can't pick up the
$41. I don't know. Just guessing.
Yeah, the other thing with Entertainment Earth, though, like they are a massive distributor, and they deal with a lot of different toy brands and collectible brands, which is great. I just also had issue with them on the Lego side because I had actually pre-ordered a bunch of Lego sets from them that were on discount at like Target and Walmart. So it was like, why do I still how do you still not have this set? That one of the sets was actually about to retire. It's like, how did you not get this in yet when other retailers? So it was I don't know. If you like them, like order from them, like don't
everybody has different experiences.
Yeah, it's not, I'd rather support a retailer that specifically does Funko stuff for most of their business. It's fine if you bring I think every retailer has to diversify a little bit, but there's other retailers out there like Ralphie's who specialize in Funko that I would rather support. So
yeah, and Anna's asked a couple times about our thoughts on popping off toys. I mean, it kind of goes into, I guess, what we're talking about right now. I think that the small retailers that are relying on Funko to come through for them, I think that we've kind of seen where all of the writing has been, unfortunately. I think depending on how the business model is set up, you can be successful. I think that a lot of and maybe Popping Off Toys is one of the last ones that kind of worked on that business model that has not already kind of gone under with just having to rely on pre-orders and that kind of thing. It's a perfect example, honestly, John, what you just said. It makes it really frustrating for customers, even though their hands are tied, to a certain extent. It's not their fault. At the same time, when you're taking in pre-orders and you're building up that debt, and then people start to cancel, and honestly being somewhat stand up and allowing people to cancel pre-orders, I think is where some of these companies probably got in trouble. So it's a bummer. I hate to see anybody have to go through that, especially closing up a business. The families are involved with that and the whole deal. So my heart goes out to them. I really, I definitely feel bad. It's always a shame. Hopefully they land on their feet, and I wish nothing but the best.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people, an overwhelmingly amount of collectors in the community say how great their shop is. It was a shop that we wanted to go visit at one point because there's just not that many strictly Funko places like that, with a brick and mortar store anymore. A lot of stuff is online. So we definitely wanted to get down there at some point and go check it out. And I know like my good friend Sidekick Inc. and Poparazzi, like on Misa's, like I've seen them do videos and stuff at Popping Off Toys for some of their pop swaps and stuff. So it looked like a blast, like every time they were there. And I know they put out a message, what was it, a couple days ago or like a week ago, whenever it was. And
feels like
I wish there was a way that they didn't have to, like, and we don't know the state of like how tough it might be or the challenges that they're facing. But I just feel like with this community and with so many people like sad to see them go and all these people like rallying around them, like I wish there was a way, like I wish there was a way we could keep them open. And I still feel like maybe if they reached out to some other places and maybe, I don't know, I feel like maybe there could be a way that they could stay open. I hope they don't go under, I hope this isn't it. So
yeah, I mean, it depends. Yeah, it depends on the situation, obviously. I think once you get into, it's hard because as soon as you start down that rabbit hole of, especially borrowing and, like I said, pre-orders, you're spending money that you don't have, and then you're collecting money that you haven't delivered the product on. And then that can you know, I'm sure that can spiral out of control super quick. I mean, either way, let's put it this way. You know, with as many people, I'll be honest, the last time that they had the mystery boxes, like we don't have a ton of followers on Instagram. I mean, it's a couple thousand, and I don't get like hundreds of messages. You guys probably get more messages than I do, but that was the most messages I ever got is when they dropped those boxes. People were, hey, did you hear about this? Are you going to pick one up? That says something. Do you know what I mean? That says something about a company that is that, and I've purchased from I remember back in the day, I got several sodas back in the day, probably up until the point where I decided to stop pre-ordering from everybody. Because I remember I made that declaration at some point on PFO that I'm not going to pre-order sodas anymore, because that's when it started to kind of, it was probably late 21 or something like that. And I really stopped pre-ordering sodas from pretty much everybody other than, you know, Spy World and Spastic at the time. But Ralphie's now, you know, I was still getting a little bit from them, but you know, it just says a lot about them as a business. Let's put it that way, that I've had many people reach out, and when they do put those boxes up, I will definitely pick some more boxes up, and we'll send them off in hopefully, you know, the most positive way possible. I'd be happy to pick up some mystery boxes when they do drop.
Yeah, and I'm excited. I did see $7 a pop made the announcement, which I think was very admirable of them as a fellow company to stand up, because at the end of the day, like I think they kind of summed it up in their post. They're not really competitors. Like there's plenty of, you know, money to be made, profit to go around for, you know, Funko's huge. There's enough to sustain multiple businesses, and there's really just not that many good businesses left. So when you see someone like them have struggles and, you know, talk about going away forever, it's really sad, especially when there's still some other companies that are still operating that don't have the best practices or are a little shady or don't do good in the customer service department. So it's really sad. I hope that we can all come together in some way. Maybe they can find a way out of it. And if not, maybe it's something that they just close the doors temporarily and then regroup and then maybe come back as like an online presence before they reopen a store. I don't know. I think it's hard. It's hard in 2024 to have a physical location. It's just, even though the world has opened back up and people are going on vacations, they're traveling, people I feel like want to go to Comic-Cons and shop again in person, the online marketplace is still where I feel like a majority of the transactions happening. I mean, look at the Prime Day celebration that we just had over the last couple of days. I feel like this was the biggest Prime Day. I saw just on it was on the news on the first day of Prime Day, they said Americans had purchased $7.8 billion worth of sales. Like, and that was just the first day. Like, that is insane.
Yeah, that was probably 1 billion of those sales. I mean, you don't know the amount of boxes that came in. I wish I could blame my wife. Most of it was my stuff, and I'm.
I think with it too, you know, it's just hard. I think, especially when you go into a business and have only like one central focus. I know we have several shops that have been around us, and they've been around for years. I mean, years and years and years. Like the one in Acme Comics or the Acme Superstore, that was around when I was a little kid buying stuff. But they don't just, they do comics, they do toys, they do all, you know, cards, they do all kinds of stuff. So I think that's one thing. A lot of the companies that already into it, like, came into Funko, like, they didn't build their business around Funko. They added Funko as an additional, like, another item in their stores, a lot of them. And I think that's helped, like, the physical stores, especially because the physical store's hard. Rent's gone up everywhere, insurance costs gone up everywhere. All these like pieces and parts have like also affected a lot of people. So, you know, all the different costs of things doesn't help as well. And then, you know, taking care of your employees, if you're paying their health benefits and anything else you're trying to do, can get very crazy for sure. But yeah, it's definitely a tough market. And, you know, a lot of people, like, I think there's very few that are even just only online anymore too. There's only a couple of them that are like mainly online. I know Ralphie's has a storefront as well too, and they only opened that up in the recent last 2 years maybe. Like
Yeah.
really recently,
Pretty
last
recent.
year maybe even or so. It wasn't that long ago. So a lot of people, if they're doing the online, they might be doing a lot of shows as well too. Like they're trying to go to like all the cons and stuff like that in areas and travel and do that kind of sales as well. I know several people that kind of run businesses more of that model.
Yeah, and
That's buy Funkos and sell Funko.
I think also a big problem is really Funko themselves changed their business model quite a bit over the last 2 years. Now that they're selling pretty much every retail exclusive under the sun, it's really taken out, and I get it, like they're a business and they're making the 100% of whatever they're selling there versus selling to somebody else. So really they're going to want to keep doing that, and probably doing more of that is probably good for them as a business. Now, one thing, it does hurt the thrill of the hunt. You know what I mean? It really has taken that away over the last 2 years, especially. There's really not that need anymore. Like, we opened up a Moon Knight in our video today, and I remembered getting the Walmart sticker because we got the special edition sticker today. But I remember getting the Walmart sticker version, and 100% I do remember getting it on the Funko shop because I couldn't find it anywhere. Like, the Walmarts around us weren't even getting new pops anymore, and like it almost made it too easy. You know what I mean? Like and really everything is kind of that way now. And I think that the brick and mortar stores, I'm like, our local store is pretty much all collections and reselling. That's a model that can be sustained. I mean, it's just like the mystery boxes. As long as there's some kind of demand for it, if you're buying at the right price, you're able to sell them at the right price. Unfortunately, when you're dealing with a distributor like Funko, that you have to buy X amount of product every single year, every single month. I don't know how their quota works.
Oh yeah, it's too much. It drains their bank.
It's too much. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Because there's just not the same demand. They're still putting out great stuff, but I think we've talked about it before. Like when you're talking 20 different releases a week or 30 different releases a week times the 52 weeks in a year, like you have so much. It's like you can't be as selective as you would probably want to be if your business model was to buy and distribute Funko Pops. So it was unfortunately probably it was a failing business model, more because of the way that the market has changed and the way that Funko has changed over the last 2 years. And yeah, it sucks. I hate to see any because I loved having all those different places to go to. And it's great to have sales now on the Funko shop, and like we talk about it all the time. There's a little part of me that wishes we could go hunt that somewhere else. And I know that sounds really weird as a consumer, but it was part of the fun. It was part of the fun of it that, that aspect has gone out. It's really, now it's become more about the community and the people, that the interactions, that kind of thing. That's that fun part of it. And I think that that's what kind of makes like Poppin' Off Toys a special place that so many people talk so highly about, that was their gathering place or their place that they felt that kind of community. And every time you lose one of those in our community, it sucks for everybody. Even though, like, I didn't have unfortunately, I didn't have a direct connection with them. I think they're down in Tennessee, if I remember correctly. But a lot of other people did. So it is it's sad to hear, for sure.
Yeah.
And it just makes you like really realize like the community is the one that supports any business. And just like we're doing YouTube, we're doing whatnot in other places, we're selling through our websites or whatever like that. All those things are very important to us too, because we wouldn't be able to put out content for you guys. We wouldn't be able to make content as much as we do, like without your support, whether you're a channel member, whether you come and buy something on a whatnot, or buy something on a website drop, come out and support a charity auction, do whatever like that. That means so much to us, because just like any other, you are still, you're part of our community, but you are still like a customer for us, too. We appreciate everyone's business and being a part of the community and helping us make sure we can put out content for you and deliver some content, but also, have a, way to sell things and get things out there. And we all try to take, pride in what we do. And, we try to always ship well, ship fast, get things out there. And, that's because we want to keep you as a customer, as part of our community, coming back whether it's on a video or whether it's a one-on auction or whatever it is. Those are that's part of what we're doing.
Yep. Okay, well, that was a bummer.
It was a good way to start off the show, unfortunately.
You know what? It is, but it's part of it. I mean, it is part of it. And I think when we get, we're going to run through some slides. We'll run through some slides of the drops this week. Not a ton, because I know that most everybody here wants to get to the other stuff.
Yeah, Chris has a great question. I saw a bunch of questions about the box of fun. We got a lot to break down with the box of fun, but let's run through the slides. We're
going to run through the slides, guys. Let's go through some. There's not a lot. Let's go through some of these slides. Sorry, I had to put He-Man in here.
Oh, these are fire. These
guys,
I have them all pre-ordered. Like, I went to Ralphie's and pre-ordered these. Yeah,
like when they announced these, I thought they looked great, but then when they posted these pictures of the and I told somebody else, somebody messaged me about this this He-Man, and the chase is, you know what, it's part of the game, so yes, I'm gonna get that too. But this is, quite honestly, probably the best He-Man mold, in my opinion, that they've made so far. I think this is the very best mold that they've made of He-Man so far, and the chase looks super cool too. And I really want to get those. Bree will kill me because I already pre-ordered Scare Glow. I've already got on its way. It's coming. It'll be here. But I wanted to pre-order the Indominus Rex too. Look at how good they look.
You know what? Like, I asked Ralphie's if they were doing a chase, and they weren't doing a chase bundle for that.
Bundle?
I bought the bundle that came with kind of everything, the pop wise, the regular size pops, and then I bought the other one on Amazon. I think the Scare Glow, and I think I ordered a Indominus Rex maybe on like GameStop or something like that, because I was like, I just want to kind of a chance at multiple of them a chase, and I think I had coupons and other stuff to do that. But like that, it's cool they're doing some chases with these. It's cool that we know they're going to come with codes that will be able to use in the game, something, whether it's like a special ability or a tool. It'd be cool if the chases have some special ability above that too.
That'd be really
cool. I don't know, like they haven't.
I was gonna say, Josh, that sounds super cool.
I'm hoping for something like that, but these look really good out of box. I think the boxes still look good by themselves too. I love the like coloring, purple and special for the Funko Fusion. I think that's going to help sell these, sell these and beyond as this game keeps going out. And there's a lot of lines, a lot of great, especially Universal lines, that some have no pops and some have very few pops they're coming out. I know one of them that's coming in this lineup too. I don't know if it's on if they had one out of the
Probably
box.
not.
The thing is the first character from the Thing that's going to be coming out. So
there's a couple that are the very first pop. So it's. And what else did I grab? Oh, this was another one that I got tagged several times about this week, because it's Turtles and Motu mashup.
Power Rangers first. Now we got Motu. What's next?
Listen. This is the way this is the way I would explain it. And this is maybe the way I should have explained it earlier this week. I love pizza, okay? And I love chocolate, but I don't put chocolate on my pizza. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Yeah.
Like, I love Motu and I love Turtles. I don't need another mash. I thought that the Power Rangers was a cool mashup, and I thought they did it well. And these actually look pretty cool. But they just released another Turtles line too, and now they're going to do these. Like, I think I forgot to grab this slide too. They had the Target Turtles this week. Pre-orders.
Yep.
I was so upset.
I wanted the Bullseye, and it sold out instantly.
It sold out instantly.
I was like, it had a problem when I was going to check out. And I'm like, what's going on? My card.
The Bullseye is amazing.
They look so good.
Yeah, whoever designed that did a really good job.
And they're going to have all four turtles, both sets, let's call it, have chases as well. That's why I wanted to pre-order that one, especially because I'll never find a chase in the wild. I know that'll never happen, but those looked amazing. So I just said the chocolate pizza analogy. I guess I like some chocolate on my pizza because I do like that mashup. The Bullseye with the Turtles is you know what? I like this too. I'll probably buy it. Why am I even saying I probably won't? I'll probably have. I don't even know where I'm going to put any more of these turtles. I got them like 3 deep, but I thought this was another cool, like out of box look at them.
Dude, yeah. Connor Bedard, about time.
Connor Bedard, I'll probably pick up and squirrel away. I remember picking up an Ovechkin from a while ago, and I squirreled that one away. I think I kept a Crosby as well. Bedard, I'll pick up. Willy Wonka, I don't think I'll be picking up or squirreling away.
Scented like chocolate, I would get it.
It would make more sense.
I saw someone put that. I don't know if they put it as a rumor. I was like, if that smelled like chocolate.
It's funny you say that. I feel like I saw a box that had a scented sticker on it, but did somebody Photoshop that?
I think someone probably did, but
yeah, you're probably right.
I think that would have been a great one.
And listen, I don't know. I don't know much about Attack on Titan at all. I thought this was a great mold. It was, especially for that line. I thought this had other than the really weird like Titans and stuff like that, I thought this mold was pretty great on this one. The anime still sells well, but if there's no chase, it's not as crazy because I'm pretty sure
there's other Levi's out there. I think that's the tough thing too. It's like there's been other Levi's, so it's not.
There's been a couple,
but it's a good mold. It's such a good mold.
It's a good mold.
I think it's a good anime too. It's crazy anime. I don't know if you'd like it, man. I'm trying to decide. I don't know if it's for you if you've seen it. It's like really bloody and gory and kind of crazy. Yeah, it's I'm really surprised we haven't, that didn't, and what was that didn't sell out though. I'm just kind of surprised it didn't sell out. I thought it might. I thought also we had, this might have been right after PFO. SpongeBob was the day after, no?
Yeah,
so I that one looks great.
That one's a good one too. Actually, that whole line of SpongeBob's were pretty
did a really good job.
So Chris in the chat says, surprised Funko didn't make a Stanley Cup Panthers pack, and that was another missed opportunity because they've done championship Funko packs or multi-packs for other teams. They did it for who won the football, the NFL. Sorry, it's a blur. Super Bowl. Who won the Super Bowl? Travis Kelce's team. Whatever.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Yeah, they did a Chiefs one. Then they do one for the Celtics when they won recently.
They did. Yes, they did. They did one for. Yep.
I don't know why they didn't do one
last year, right? They did the night one.
Yeah, they did the one for the one player for the Vegas Golden Knights, but
the ones before that I think were golds. If I remember,
they do a Jack. I think it was Jack Eichel last year for the Vegas Golden Knights. But I don't know why they didn't do a Panthers one, especially since it was such a big deal. Panthers' first victory ever in their franchise. I don't know. There are hockey fans, and I feel like a lot of Canadian collectors, especially, would have loved to pick that up. But if they made it like super limited, like 2,500 units, they would have sold them. So.
Yeah, and I feel like so we got an announcement of a couple 3,000 piece pops this week too. They must be able to make a little bit of money with at that 3,000 piece mark, because it seems like that's kind of their bread and butter when they go limited. And you see some of the 1,500s and stuff like that, but you would think that they can make money at 3,000. But could they sell 3,000? No. I mean, I guess I'd be surprised.
A single one. I don't see a whole set. I see like one player.
Just do one player. I was gonna say do the Conn Smythe winner, but don't do that because
no, they've already done him.
Yeah, don't do that because it wouldn't be a Panther this year. But
they should still do one. They should do one with Matthew Tkachuk in regular clothes. Did you guys see he took the Stanley Cup and jumped in the ocean? They should do that. They should do like a off the wall sports pop. You get like 5,000 piece Fanatics exclusive, just not Eichel, the Chuck holding the cup with like water or make the cup wet or something. Just do something unique like
drinking something out of the cup.
Or drinking,
How cool would that look? Guys, Funko, let's get on that. Let's do a pre-order. I'll pick one of those up. That sounds fun.
See, Mason.
That's what they should have done. Do a pre-order.
I think that's where it's at too for a lot of these things. Instead of doing like dropping on Fanatics. You know, do a pre-order, see how many you sell. You sell, you know, now you know your numbers. Now you can get it, you know, ordered and everything. You're not ordering too many. You're not ordering, you know, having where you're selling them at half price shortly after.
This is a great idea. Actually, I never thought of this idea before.
That would be incredible. Yeah.
We get a nice Bob Probert and Ty Domi 2-pack, huh? Would love to see that. You know, listen, I pulled this slide for one reason. Forget that slide for right now. Pretend you didn't see that one. I think that it's. I love seeing new molds. Like we forget the left side.
Rudolph.
The Rudolph character, that lion we have not got before. The Jack in the Box, I believe they released last year. Misfit Elephant came out forever ago. We've had a couple Rudolphs now. But that lion figure, I would love to see that released around maybe Christmas time this year, because we have not had that as a pop, if I'm remembering correctly, although my memory is awful. So that was really the only reason I pulled this. I kind of like when they do these little pocket pop deals. Perfect little stocking stuffers. No?
They're cute. Yeah.
Right?
I mean, that's what these are kind of made. Like, you can pick up a little kid gift, whatever. Like, they're fun little figures you can pick up, and they're relatively cheap, I think. Because I remember the heart ones
were they $14.99 and you got 4 of them or something? Or
yeah, like Walmart sells them, Target probably would sell them, but I don't think these are exclusive to anyone, right? I don't see a sticker.
I don't think so.
So they'll be everywhere.
Why did I pull? We probably didn't need this one either. I mean, it was Marvel, so I pulled it, and I'm like, do I even want to pull this one? I feel like just like I'm kind of surprised that they would even be like, what's the point of this type of setup? What do you think?
They have to keep their Marvel license alive, and they ran out of ideas.
Yeah, right. Like they didn't maybe want to do any more Hollywood one or holiday ones, because this one just felt kind of weird to me that they would. Yeah, maybe they're forced to do it. I don't even know why I pulled this one, because I think that there's probably better molds, and we've had some of the regular Marvel boxes already. So I thought that this one was kind of a weird.
They all look pretty good except for Black Panther. His head looks not proportioned. I know they're pops at the end of the day, but it just looks too low.
No, I know what you're saying.
Compared to his body.
I think it's how he's standing too. It's like,
yeah.
I think he's got the classic folding the arms look. No, it's not that they're even that bad. You know what I mean? But don't you feel like we've seen these all before? And I know, listen, I mean, how many times are you going to redo the same character and get something fresh? But
people buy these. That's the thing. People buy Iron Man. They buy Cap. They buy Spider-Man. Black Panther and Hulk, probably not as much, but those other 3 characters, people still love them. They buy them.
Yeah, it's a good point. Maybe that's why they keep doing Darth Vader, right?
People buy it.
Speaking of people buy it.
Yes. Oh, man. I am so excited for one pop in particular. I don't think we needed another Django Fett, even though Django's cool.
Django, do we only have the Walmart?
I like the stand he's on. So.
We have a couple Djangos. We have the plain collect one where it was in that Funko and Lego collab box. So there's a Django in there.
Oh, right. But that
there's the regular jetpack Django, and then they made a gold Walmart one. So there's not too many, but the young Boba steals the show here. So.
Yeah, the young Boba, I feel like we should have got a long time ago. And this, like you were saying in your video, again, go check out John's video. You were saying that this should have been an SDC pop, and I agree. I 100% agree with you. This would have been the perfect, because we never. And why not make that an exclusive? Like you're releasing because this line. What is the name of these again?
I think they just they're Legacy or something. Legacy or something. Legacy of Fett or something.
So why not make the young Boba Fett that we've never got before an SDCC pop? That's so weird. But you know what? Maybe it's a licensing thing again. Maybe they didn't think we.
I don't think so. See, this kind of disproves everything that we've been saying, because we've been saying that they have license restrictions. So like, why does Disney, unless there's just so many levels of license restrictions, like why would Funko say, okay, you have to make this super lazy Diamond Thrawn a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. However, you can't make Young Boba or this amazing holographic Darth Maul a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So I don't know.
I mean, truthfully, out of these though, I think if they made Jango Fett the exclusive for SDCC, it would have sold better than Young Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Selling wise, I think Jango would. We got enough regular Fets. We got a ton. I love Fett, but we have a ton, a million molds. We don't have a million molds of Jango Fett. We have, like you said, only a couple, and this is a good mold with a good different stand and things like that. I think this would have done well at SDCC.
Yeah, I think Jango Fett would have been better than the Darth
Wrong.
Vader. Again, not that I hate that Darth Vader.
I think it would have done better then.
And what's cool about the Jango is that looks like, based on his stance, he's got his weapon drawn and that tan sand color-ish base. That looks like him in the Geonosis arena right before Mace Windu comes at him. That looks like that scene. So
that's the chase.
That also leads me to believe that's the case, because Boba is definitely the one from his return in Mandalorian season 2 when he uses the knee rockets there. So yeah, and I see everybody panic in the chat.
I just seen that too.
My phone is blowing up right now, so yeah, I guess we got to talk about.
Let's see. Okay, no, actually, we're almost at the end of the slides here. Anyway, we'll start talking SDCC, and then I seen what everybody, and it's already seen. Yeah, I hit about 6 messages here on the phone. So this is D23 this year. This was the 3,000 piece Bob Gurr pop that I was talking about.
I didn't even see this.
Yeah, the Lounge Fly stuff looks amazing from this release.
Yeah.
And I love
the Bob Gurr. I do too. To have the Bob Gurr. I would love to have it autographed by him. Such a Disney icon. Definitely a good D23 3,000 piece pop. I mean, this would be a great one to have, and it's a cool way that I'm sure it had a lot to do with Mike at Funmaker Mike, because I know he's a big fan of Bob Gurr and done stuff with him, and that I'm sure he kind of pushed for this one to be made for him as well too. So yeah, I think this is really cool. He's done done some autograph signings and things like that for some different events, which is cool too. But yeah, that is a good way to honor him.
Yeah, that was good. I thought the Loungefly stuff looks good from D23. I mean, but before we get to D23, we got to get through SDCC, and then okay, guys, listen. What do we talk about first? I feel like the Mike Becker thing. I seen people are just announced. And I didn't get to watch the video. Obviously, we've been live here and talking about this stuff, but it has me a little bit concerned in this with him departing. Is he going to be part of SDCC still?
I've been hearing rumors about it for months now. He's still going to be a part of Funko for the rest of the year.
Okay.
So he's just announcing basically his retirement, he's going on to the next chapter of his life, but he's going to be doing San Diego Comic-Con, Fun Days, New York Comic-Con, all the events for the rest of the year.
Okay, so we don't have to, because I started to worry, was this his coup de grace? He's I know that what's going to happen with this box of fun. I can't be around for this anymore, so I am out of here.
It does seem rather sus that he would
seriously. That's
a week.
Honestly, what I started thinking the minute that
he was "Oh God, they're so mad about the biddies and the wobblers."
No. I thought he was going to be when they see the crap that they were putting in this box, I cannot handle what's going to happen after that. Hopefully, that's not it. I mean, listen, let's get into it a little bit. I mean, John, I heard your opinion a little bit already on the box of fun. Josh, what's your thoughts on the Wacky Wobbler and the biddies being in here?
You know what? First, I wonder. I hope they do a couple different variants. I mean, I think that's where
100%.
They did bad on the Fun on the Run box. Is they didn't do any variants for the Wacky Wobbler or the biddies. I think that would be a fun addition to it. I don't think it's going to happen for some reason, but I'd love for it to happen. I don't mind they're in there because this is a box about Funko, and Funko is more than just pops and sodas. Funko is Wacky Wobblers, their original, the thing they've done. And if this is the only Wacky Wobbler they put out all year, that's kind of cool too, as well. This is their time to shine with that. The biddies are just a new addition, something extra. It was probably something also that they want to showcase a little bit of like what they're doing and what they're trying to do. And it doesn't seem like biddies are going anywhere at this time. Like they are a great retail market thing for them as well too. I don't mind it. I figured the pop numbers seemed too high, so when they fix that kind of thing. But overall, I think did they clarify it's going to be 105 yet? That's what I'm guessing. It's 105.
So they
haven't clarified anything, right?
It's rumored to be 105.
It's rumored to be
105 based on the last two boxes they did.
Right.
Last two boxes have been 105,
which is good and bad. I think it could be good because they could always say like this is the most desired box of the year. They could just come out and say, guess what, guys, it's $200. Like, and what are you gonna do? Like, we would pay it, like most of us who want the stuff, we would pay it. Some people wouldn't be able to, or they don't have that kind of budget. So I see with the wobbler and the biddies though, I just think that market, although I agree with you, Josh, like the wobblers are a part of Funko's history. I kind of think that it worked last year for Fun on the Run. Biddies are like a fun little novelty item. I don't see them as a collectible, like a long-term collectible. I think they're just fun little items that you can pick up for very reasonable prices. But I kind of think wobblers are a way of the past. I don't think necessarily that Funko should get rid of them completely. I just don't think that they should be dropping them in the box of fun. Like, I think if they want to do them for other boxes, or if they want to do other, like, what's to say they could drop like a 250 piece wobbler on their site randomly as a Funko Shop drop. Like, that's how you get
you don't know. Like, we don't know what's in the box.
No, and that would be fantastic.
Piece wobbler,
but that's how you get people back into collecting wobblers. Those wobblers back in the day, Josh, you know better than anybody. They were 144 pieces, 96 pieces, 24 pieces left and right. Like, people were collecting the wobblers, and that's what blew Funko up with their roots, because they were so limited. If you force everybody to take a mass-produced wobbler, like everyone gets the same one, it's not as special, and people then feel like it's getting forced down their throat. You're not giving anything, kind of like Vince, what you were talking about earlier. Like, there's no chase, there's no hunt. Like, if it's just thrown in the box and everybody gets the same thing, it's not really that exciting.
Well, I think for me personally, I mean, my opinion, like, let's put it this way, with them going to 2 pops here, I mean, if I'm looking at, I always look at it from the business side first. That's just what I do whenever
you're getting 3 pops total.
You're getting 3 pops total. We've always, I mean, the last couple years we've been getting 4. Am I right or am I wrong? We've been getting 4 pops.
Well, 3.
You've been getting the mascot and 3 pops, correct?
Yeah.
For the box of fun, for the box.
You essentially replaced 1 pop
with the soda,
like with the soda, and then instead of getting the 2 sodas, you're getting a wobbler and a biddy. So it's technically the same amount of items as last year.
You're getting more, really.
Yeah, you're getting
more. So,
but the problem is, I just don't understand why the marketing team is not looking at the numbers and going, hey, we're selling a lot of pops. Okay, let's leave out the soda issue, whatever. Like, sodas have been up in the air a little bit over the last year or so. But like, I was fully expecting them to just come out with a bang and just be like, hey, this box could have like 6 pops. You're gonna get the mascot.
Yeah, but you know what the problem with that is, John? Like, and listen, for me personally, I'm glad that they're cutting back a little bit. As far, like, I feel like it's almost been too many Freddies. And yes, now we're gonna have, hopefully, we're gonna see some Frannies in here, and it's gonna feel a little bit different. I feel like the Freddies, listen, we've said it before. I think that they've been a little bit overdone over the last 2 years now. I'm more happy that they cut back because I love the sodas. Listen, there's going to be people that hate the sodas and wish that the soda is not part of this box and that they were just getting 3 pops. Now, I agree with you guys 100%. If the wobblers are all the same, it doesn't make it super fun. Like, just put in a couple like chances at something different. The biddies, I'm fine with the biddies because here's a quick little, like, these should be the biddies I'm assuming that are going to be in this box. These are fun. Like, this goes with the thing, and really
the thing about the biddies that like confuses me the most out of all the comments we've gotten in the last 24 hours is people saying, if you're legit not getting this box because of the biddies, like, that makes zero sense to me. Like, if you hate them that much, you could sell them for like $5-10. You give them away. But like, the fact that you would pass up on this box or the opportunity to get this box for 4 little miniature pops just blows my mind. Like,
and John, you know what? Listen, how many people have said they're going to sell their whole collection, and then they're still commenting, or I got out of the game, but they're still following all the Funko.
No, I know. I was not expecting the backlash over, and I think it has to do with the fact that they came out initially and said, like, whoever was on the marketing team,
yeah, I think that's what it is.
They really fudged it. Like, people, like, we have been clamoring for information for this box for months, essentially, and the fact that they came out and said it was going to be 3 pops, and then like 6 hours later they were like, it's going to be 2 pops. Like,
I feel like people feel like they took something away from them, when in reality it was never there.
It was probably always 2 pops.
It was always going to be 2 pops, but they felt like they got something taken away. Now they're forced to take a wacky, those. I thought the wacky wobblers that were on the Fun on the Run boxes, I thought they were cool, but like, they weren't like, it's not something that let's say I didn't get a box, I wouldn't never go out and pick one up because I'm not a huge wacky wobbler collector.
Not yet. They could turn the wobblers around, and like, that would be the only thing that I think would get a lot of people excited again about wobblers, is if you drop multiple different versions and you put an LE sticker on it. I think that would honestly there's still some people, and there were some people in the chat just now too that said they collect the wobblers, or they did collect the wobblers back in the day. Like, if you want to get the wobbler crowd excited again, then you need to do some LE stuff.
I would like to see a non Freddy wobbler, quite honestly. If I got a non Freddy, I would be excited about that.
And that was my other comment that I was going to make just now, when you were saying you were kind of feeling like Freddy fatigue over the last couple of years. Like, I don't understand how someone at Funko doesn't see the massive opportunity they have here, where the box of fun, like, there's no definition or rule that says the box of fun only has to have Freddy's and now Franny's. Like, they could put some other LE characters in there, like throw in a super crazy Batman, throw in a super limited One Piece pop. Like, they could literally put anything in this box as long as it's unique, limited, and has something to do with maybe the theme of Fun Days. Like, and then with this theme, oh my God, you could do so many crazy things. I mean, even with the mascots, what's to say that like every box gets the standard mascot? Let's say these mascots are all going to be 6,500, 7,000 piece mascots, right? Make a 500 piece glow Kraken, and that's going to go in someone's box, and it doesn't have to go in
Fun Days. They're going to get it. That's what they're going to get.
But instead of giving stuff like that away, I'm just saying, like, stuff like that they could also put in. No,
it'll be in the box at the event. I mean, like they always do the mascots in a different way at the event and make it more limited. Like,
but that's the problem, because, and I think that's exactly what you just said. They always do it this way, and I feel like they've always done things a certain way here. Well, guess what? It's 2024. Fun Days is 2 days. They're doing a lottery system, like things, they're adding a wobbler and biddies into the box. If they can change the aspect of Fun Days in one way, why can't they just change it in other ways too? And people are obviously not happy about some of the changes. I'm weary of some of the changes, but I think changes can be good if they're executed in a fashion that's going to get collectors excited.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, what if we get, like, they've got the that cool skull and crossbones? What if we get like a pirate skull wobbler?
Right.
It could be fun. Yeah, listen, I'm not going to bash it until we get the boxes and we see really what's going on. It's not the end of the world to me, because really, listen, I'm spending the 105 for the 2 pops and the soda and the mascot. I think these mascot pops are a little bit undervalued, I guess is the best way to say it. I think that they always kill the mascots, or they have been doing a great job on the mascots, at least the last couple years. I have a feeling that these mascots are going to be 10,000 pieces, though. I feel like we're getting 40,000 boxes is what I feel like. And again, that's not like the end of the world to me either, because I think that these are just cool pops. I've got mascots from last year's SDCC, and I don't care what the number is. I've got them on a box and sitting behind me. I'd be happy to get any or all of these at some point, even if it is a 10,000 piece. And I'm hoping we get some cool Freddies. I hope the soda, like, I wouldn't even care if they did something different with the soda. Like, do something different. I don't care if it's a Freddy or a Franny with the soda. It probably should be.
The biggest layup, like you said, like they always kill it on the mascots. Like the mascots are great, and I think the molds for them, the characters, the little quirky, catchy names they come up with every year. Like kudos to the team that always does that. We're 3 years or 4 years into the soda game. Why don't they do mascots of the sodas? Like that just seems like such a layup thing to do alongside the boxes. Like they haven't done that, but like do a 5,000 piece Crown Kraken soda, even if it didn't have a chase. It seems like they have a thing with not doing chases, or maybe they can't afford to do chases for some of the con sodas, but I would love to see mascot sodas alongside,
which is so crazy to me. I mean,
well,
test the temperature here. How are they not hearing that from anybody?
I don't know how they're not doing the chases though. Like you said,
John, they need the chases
because all they have to do, they can use the same mold. They did it for Werewolf. Werewolf's a great example. Look how many variety of Freddy Werewolf are out there. They could have easily done it. Okay, well, you get a regular werewolf. Oh, the flocked one's the chase. And we're gonna do whatever 6,000 of them, and then 1,000 are the chases. Like easy.
What they're missing out though on top of that, what they're missing out on is the non-soda collectors. If the non-soda collectors that don't want to see a soda in the box have a chance at pulling a chase, that starts to become fun. Like especially if you got a couple like lower pieces that
more money off of it too.
That's exactly it. And you say now it's like, wow, I didn't really care about these sodas. I just pulled this chase. It's an 800 piece or something like that. I got to check these out. I'm going to have to get a couple more. And then you get people to start getting excited about it when we're all pulling, like if they're all space ghosts, if we get the other 10,000 space ghosts in here or something like that. Like I like that they personally, the fun on the run boxes last year. I like that it was a space ghost soda and not another Freddy soda, because I didn't need another like peace sign Freddy. I'd rather see a space ghost. No, I don't want to see a 35,000 piece soda. But if like they throw the Velma, if we find out that the Velma's in here, or I seen somebody say something earlier that they had remember that Bow soda.
That was that's why you can't trust any of these rumored lists or leaked lists. Like all these lists are
you're right,
garbage. Like you can't trust
John unless we find it in here. I wouldn't hate that. Would you hate that?
That would be like crazy out of left field.
Would you hate that if that happened?
I kind of would. Yeah.
Would you? What? Answer this question: would you rather see that with a chance at chase, or would you like to see a Freddy with no chase?
I think I'd rather see that with a chance at chase. I love Freddy, but I think not having the chase, and I am so upset that the Can of Corn and Fun Mart Freddy doesn't have chases. Like I'm buying them. I'm buying them day one as soon as I can on the site next Thursday. I'm buying them. I'm just upset for Funko that they don't understand how amazing the soda product is, and whoever created it, if it was Mike Becker's idea or someone's idea,
pretty sure it was Mariotti's.
If it was Brian Mariotti, like you created one of the most exciting collectibles. Like the fact that you could open up this tiny can, it's got this cute little figure in it. Lauren just posted in the chat, she's running out of space, so she enjoys collecting the sodas. Like a lot of people transition to sodas because they don't take up as much space, they're more durable, and the fact that like they could literally take sodas to so many different levels, and they just clearly refuse to do it, or they're afraid to do it because, like Josh said, Funko News Canada said a couple minutes ago, that sodas are still really niche. Like they are the ones, like they are their own worst enemy when it comes to sodas. And for some reason, I just don't understand why they don't want to make money. Like, they literally could put up the coolest characters with epic chases and low piece counts, and they would sell out like this every single week on Funko's website, and they just won't. So I don't know. I'm holding my breath for what the soda is in this box. I just hope that whatever character it is, I don't care. If it's a 15,000 piece soda, but it has a chase, I'm excited. Like, I don't know why. Like 2 years ago, it wasn't that long ago. 2 years ago, we got Otto, and Otto had 2 chases, and now here we are in 2024.
Well, that was the other that I heard that that was another one that was rumored. I believe it was the was it the?
They couldn't get that one right, John. They still screw up the bogs.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Listen, we're not going to get that right too. But I heard that there was another. Listen, there's a couple rumors for different sodas, so I feel like the soda may not be a Freddy this year, which also leads me to believe, is the Wacky Wobbler going to be? Could there be some different?
I think the Wacky Wobbler is going to be a Franny.
I think so too. I think it's all going to be the exact same. Listen, I'm with you. It's probably going to be like
an unnumbered pirate Franny.
It's probably going to be an unnumbered, like, all get the same ones. But if they really wanted to kill it, if they put in like a 1,500 piece Frankenberry and a 5,000 piece whatever, like, and just did something like cool like that, man, people would lose their minds over.
Or even more basic than that. Do a Freddy as pirate, but like 5,000. You know, this sounds dumb, but this would still be kind of cool. Do like, you know, I don't know, like, if you were saying there's 40 boxes, do like 5,000 of him, like, in, you know, his typical pirate suit, and then do like 5,000 of him in a different pirate,
like with a parrot on his shoulder.
Yeah, with the parrot. Do another one where he kind of looks like Davy Jones, but not exactly like Davy Jones. So you don't have to use the license and pay that fee. Like, Funko is so creative with their own characters, and they come up with these just incredible designs. And I don't know why they don't do more.
No, I'm with you. If there's some variation to it, I think that instead of it feeling like, hey, we got to take these biddies and we got to take this wobbler, you feel like you're getting something of value back instead of them just kind of padding the box to be able to charge the 105.
But speaking of value, I think at the end of the day, no matter what, you're gonna get your 105 back. Like, there were people messaging us today, which, like, they were messaging us, I guess, not realizing that we are collectors, and I'm a diehard Freddy fan first, but whatever. People were messaging us, and they were like, they're worried about how much money they're going to be able to make on the aftermarket with this box. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I don't know, because we don't know what the contents look like. The only thing I can tell you is that I'm fairly confident, based on years past, that if you literally get the box in the mail and then 10 minutes later you post everything on Macari or whatnot, or Encore or eBay or Facebook Marketplace or Etsy or whatever you do your sales, like, I am very confident that you will be able to make your $105. If you are purely in this just for the money, you should still be able to make your $105.
I mean, I would say if you just want to make your money, don't buy it.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're scared about that,
just for somebody that wants it. Yeah,
I mean, you don't need to worry about it. Now, you know, if you look at it, though, you still have the Heavy Metal Halloween 2023 boxes still sitting there on the Funko shop. How many teams are there? Let's see. You have only one team, I think, left. Only one team left, which is good.
So for what?
Only
the Friday Night box?
Left.
That was... So Funko is... They have their own market research, like, right in front of their eyes. Like, why did 3 out of the 4 teams for Fright Night boxes not sell well? Because there was only one team with a chance at 500 piece Freddy and a 500 piece soda. Like, people want limited items. They want a shot at limited items, whether you are going to resell it immediately on the aftermarket, or if you want to be a collector and say, hey, check out my super cool collection, and all of these pops and sodas are 1,500 pieces or less. It doesn't matter. Both those people are customers of Funko. Their cards go through, and that's what people want. So I don't understand why Funko doesn't understand, like, hey, Fun on the Run boxes didn't sell well. They're still available. Hey, the Fright Night boxes of the teams with non-LE, super LE items are still for sale. and it's July of 2024.
Yeah, the Fun on the Run boxes had no variety too. Basically,
No.
had no variety. I mean, you only had the chance at the chase on the soda, which was a 35,000 piece character that not that many people know. And then you had the chance at the Freddy chase, and that was basically it. The Fright Night boxes, there wasn't enough variety at all. I mean, for the most part. And all that they have to do is in each one of the mascots, make one character that's a limited piece that you could go after in each one of those mascot boxes, and you'll sell them out. Nothing would still be available on the site if there was a chance. Like you just said, there's a reason why 3 of them didn't sell well and 1 sold out right away. As soon as people found out that, hey, this was the only box you had that chance, those other ones weren't selling anymore. But if those other 3 had something in there that was worth chasing, that's why you call it a chase, they would not be sitting there. And these are going to be, I mean, I think that these will sell out. I mean, what's your guys' thought on the EQL? Because I see a lot of people complaining
hang
about
on.
EQL.
Before we jump into the EQL really quick, there was 2 other things that I just wanted to briefly mention really quick that were issues that I see in the chat. So a lot of people are really frustrated about the multiple sizes of items in the box because everyone is saying that stuff is going to come damaged.
Yeah, but we might get it like the Fun on the Run.
Exactly. So
maybe they did it right.
The Fun on the Run box, that was the highlight of the Fun on the Run boxes. Besides, I like the Freddy Flash.
They did the last year box of fun right too.
They did those great because they designed the box the correct way.
But people are concerned because, which is a legit concern, that their wobbler is going to wobble around and damage everything else, and that the soda is going to rattle around. So Funko knows how to pack. They have proved that they have screwed up in certain times with packing and shipping, but the Fun on the Run box is a great example of them knowing how to pack. There was another point that I wanted to make that I forgot at the moment, but we can jump into the EQL stuff because I feel like that has got the most people stirred up. Oh, I just remembered it really quick. People were saying there's been a lot of comments on Instagram, our videos, and in the chat. A lot of people kind of being Debbie Downers about saying, I'm not going to be able to afford these limited pieces. These LE items are held by a paywall from these flippers and everything. If you guys look, and I have some more content planned for next week, a lot of the LE items from last year, like 5,000 piece Freddy's, even like 3,000 pieces.
Guys, look at the Captain America Captain America Freddy. You know where that price is at right now?
Super affordable. Like,
yes.
And I know, see, here's the thing though. People want stuff in the moment. Like they want stuff like now, like as soon as it drops, they want it. A lot of people aren't willing to be patient or just realize that if you wait, before in the past, I would tell people like, hey, you would have to wait like 6 to 12 months for stuff to go down in value. Now, there's a lot of people who literally just buy Funko just to immediately turn around and flip it for a profit, that you literally only have to wait like 3 or 4 months. By the time New York Comic Con rolls around, you will likely be able to get these mascots that you see in front of you, depending on their piece count. If they turn around and there's only like something crazy like 12,000 boxes, which they won't do, they're probably, Vince, you are probably correct. There's probably going to be like 10,000 pieces of each one of these mascots. Like these pops will likely be like $25 by New York Comic Con each. So if you don't get a box, and that was my big point before we get into the EQL conversation. If you don't get a box and you're going for it through the EQL system, I still think that you have a chance at getting some of these items for your collection in the next few months for very reasonable prices.
Agreed.
All right.
So what do we think about that? What do you guys think about the EQL? And I'd like to see what some of the people say in the chat, because I've seen a lot of people complaining. I want to hear it out, because I'll be honest, on the surface, I mean, I'm pretty sure that I said this a couple weeks ago that I hope that they do it this way. And I still am okay with it this way. So I need to hear why I should be upset that it's EQL, because right now I feel like I'm okay that it's EQL. So why should I not feel like EQL is the right way to do this?
Because it's different.
Is that the? Is that the only thing you don't like about it?
So I think a lot of people are upset because this EQL system is new. Somebody brought up a good question. Koba said, do you think the EQL system will be in place for Fun Days tickets next year, considering the majority of the bots take over? I think it is kind of not a fail, but a misstep by Funko to not use the EQL system for the Fun Days tickets and for the boxes of fun. I think if they want to use it, it should be consistent across the board. I think at the end of the day, they're trying to further eliminate bots and people being able to purchase more than one box. It is going to be one box per household. It is typically one box per household, but I'm wondering if they're using
Are we sure one box? It's one box of each.
I asked that question twice to Funko, and they didn't respond to me at all.
In the past, it's been one box, as in one of each of the mascots you could get.
Yes, I feel like that's always been a thing.
But they never specify. They never specify.
No,
I feel like that's always been a slippery slope, though.
They could easily put that in the system that doesn't allow you to pick more than one, and it's easily built into any shopping cart system out there. You could easily say one, and if you put more than one, it says you're too many in your cart, or won't let you add another one. So they can't say that. That's if they did that, one per style per household is how they've done it. I got 3 last year. I think one I didn't even try for because I was like, I'm afraid that one's going to sell out. So I went for 3 and I got in and got out. I think, that's been some of the times of it, but it's been done that way for several years now. So I don't know how EQL will have it, but just like the other boxes, we are able to pick. I'm sure they'll let you pick. Will they let you pick all 4? Will they let you pick only 1? I mean, some people might just want 1, and that makes sense because it's $105. I mean, you buy 4, you're spending over $400 for boxes as well, too. That's a lot of money for some people. So that kind of thing is, I don't know. For me, EQL, I think it's the fairest way. I think it's a little too long. I think it only should be like that day or something, or a few hours. I think that would be a little more. I think it's fair not to be only 9 a.m. on a whatever, or 12 p.m. or 1.
Yeah, there's people that miss it that are working regular jobs that never are able to really because you have to be quick. Listen, and what Chase just said as well, like, it's always been fairly easy, but there was a year that I did not get it. Last year, I'll be honest with you, was it last year or the year before? I was lucky. Like, I was lucky to get it.
Because, no, I mean, it usually sells out pretty quick.
I got kicked out of the line at least 6 times. I mean, the Funko shop, we know we don't have to rehash how many problems they've had over the years. So even though we're saying, hey, it's been fairly easy for me, or it's been fairly easy for this person, guys, it's not fairly easy for everybody, because I know a lot of people that have missed out on it
and then find out it's sold out.
Yeah, you have to realize too, like, some people work nights, so then, like, if they're staying up like the following day, like, everybody has different work schedules. Like, God forbid, like, if you're like in a position where, like, what about if you work a job where you can't use your cell phone? You can't sneak away to the bathroom for 5 minutes and get the box. So I actually think the 3-day window is nice, so it allows everyone to get their entry in. The one thing that I think it was Dave, he left a really good, thoughtful comment on our video today, and he brought up a good point, which I didn't even realize, because when I first saw the EQL system, I was upset that we weren't going to be able to do our shopping live stream, because I love doing the live stream during the drop, because it's like, it's intense. I saw Pipsqueak said, he low-key loved having a heart attack trying to get the box. He looked forward to that every year. But what Dave said, which brought up a good point, he said that he preferred the drop, because at least if everyone knows what time the box is going to drop, and if you don't get it, then you can kind of blame yourself on, like, oh, I wasn't quick enough, or I didn't change my password, or I didn't enter in my credit card fast enough. Whereas compared to with this system, you're kind of putting your luck into the Funko gods' hands. And what though? If they don't select you, like it's out of your control. So I kind of understand that. Like, you don't ever have a shot at it technically. Like, we're basically just putting our name into a hat. They generate the wheel, I guess, and then whatever names it spits out, like, we are, the ones who get to pick. I will be especially super sad. I mean, just any year, if there was a couple years in the past, like, if I missed the box, I was so sad. Like, and if I miss the box this year, I will be equally as upset and depressed, and it'll be a huge bummer.
You gonna sell your collection then too?
I've already sold it.
You've already put it up just in case.
No, I think that the bigger concern for me is that Funko, like EQL is fine. They want to do a lottery system. That's fine. I have bigger issues with the fact that they are leaving out critical details that I would like to know before I put my information in and commit to purchasing something that's $105. And I think everybody else who works hard for their money, who's going to put their name in the hat, like, I think that you should be entitled to this information. And I think a critical
which information are you? Because what have we usually get almost less information than what we got now. Or
I think we should know how many boxes there are. I think that is
okay.
A
That's fair.
Point.
No, that's a fair.
Because
that is fair.
If like, I'll be completely honest, as you say, Vince. Like, if they say something crazy and they say there's 100,000 boxes.
No, you're right for that. That I 100% agree with you.
I don't know. Like, I would like to know, and it's also not confirmed. That's $105. So what if Funko doesn't come out and announce the price? What if the price is?
You'll have it on EQL before.
On the EQL,
you'll have it on it. Yeah,
and you might listen. Some of the information
you might have it on the EQL site too. Once they get everything,
I looked. There's nothing there yet.
Well, no, but once they get it ready, it's
right. Once it goes
true.
live, they'll give you the price. They might give you some more of that information. And they should. I agree with you. You should know, because you should be able to have at a minimum an idea on that. I would think, just as and maybe they don't have to do that. Because, like, I see a lot of people saying that EQL, because I know sneakers are dropped a lot. They probably don't give numbers on how many are out there. It's either you want it or you don't want it. With that being said, listen, I've missed out on the box of fun since 2020. I think just once. And at the end of the day, it's the same thing to me. If I don't get picked, like, that sucks, and I'm not going to be happy about it. I'm not going to blame everybody and their brother. I'm not going to blame the bots. I'm not selling my collection. I'm not going to quit collecting. It's gonna be a bummer. The only thing I will agree with is I do like the drop, because I like that rush that you get and that instant satisfaction or dejection, and I like being it was part of a community type of thing where we all got to bitch about it together. And excuse my French on that, but do you know what I'm saying? You got to complain about it together and be part of that as an experience. I think that is probably going to come out of it a little bit, but I'm okay with taking the chance, because I'll be honest, I was lucky. It was either I can't remember. Was it last year that, it might've been last year that literally, like, I got it somehow 20 minutes after, and it just was by the grace of whatever that I was able to get one. And I was surprised that even happened. So I probably shouldn't have even got one last year. But then you had other people like Josh, and Josh, no ill will. You got 3. I think John got a couple as well. And many people got
lucky.
Multiple.
We got 2. I got 1. Joanna got 1.
And how many people did not get one? You know what I'm saying? Now, was it fair last year that you guys got 2?
Well, that's the other point too. Like,
you know what I mean? Like, is that fair? I'm not saying it's not.
No matter what they do, there will be people that are upset. Like, there's no perfect solution.
And even with EQL, you watch. There's going to be people that have 15 of them sitting behind them the next day that they get them. So it's not going to be fair there either, guys. I think we just listen. We're part of a collecting community. I hope that it's hard. Things are hard to get, because we've said this a million times, because it starts to get to a point where if everything's too easy, like, where is the collecting part of it anymore? We're just buying stuff.
And that's my fear with the number of boxes. What if they say,
no, you're right.
Or what if,
you know what, like, I don't like about it? No, just real quick. This is something you won't like about it too, John. They were able to buy 4 boxes. We don't get our Funko rewards points through this.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, now you hit the nail on the head.
You don't get your Funko rewards points. I want my Funko rewards points.
And hey, listen, that was, again, that just to get back to that real quick, I said, and I asked Funko, and I'm not that I expected them to respond, are we allowed to enter for each box? Like, can I put in 4 different ones for each mascot?
They won't.
Yeah, I would think that they wouldn't, but what if you can? Like, do you take a risk of getting $400 worth of boxes with the hope that you're getting one and you get selected for all 4?
Well, that's
But
why
are
you
we
just pick
just
one. When you do EQL, you can pick kind of like you could with the mystery boxes we buy. You could pick, say, you wanted all 3, or you could just pick one. You didn't
do
have
you
to get
think
all.
they'll let us do that where you can put in for? I
I
don't
don't
know.
see
That's
why they
gonna.
couldn't. Well, I
What
mean, they
will
did
you
it with
guys
the
do
mystery
if you could put
boxes,
in for all 4? Are you gonna put in for all 4?
probably.
Yeah, me too. Right?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, I would
there'll be
want to.
people that won't and just say, I just like whatever Kirk, and that's the one I want to go for. And I mean, it's just, but we also have channels that we're creating content for. You know, we
I
are
mean,
all Freddy collectors.
even if I was just a regular collector, I would still, I didn't have a channel, I would still put in for 4. Like,
Would you? So if you don't know the boxes tomorrow, yeah. If again, yeah, this starts tomorrow, and again, because it's an EQL, we're saying EQL, and some people might not know, guys. I sent out a really good email today that listed all the stuff that's happening next week, and that the EQL goes live tomorrow. You don't have to be on when it drops at, I think it was 8 a.m. and I don't know if it's Pacific time or Eastern. I don't even remember now, but you have the until Monday at a certain time. And again, the email that they sent out, and if anybody has any questions, they can always message us.
basically just enter in tomorrow so you don't forget.
And that's what and that's what I plan on doing. And if I can go in for all 4, again, maybe it's because we are, I'm a content creator, even though I don't really consider myself that.
And you're a Freddy collector.
And I'm a Freddy collector,
you
and
know,
really, I'm a mystery box person, and this is a mystery box. Like, I would spend $100 on one of these boxes before I probably spend $100 on any other box. So I'll put in for all 4 if we can put in for all 4, and regardless of the count. But I think, John, I think you are right. I think that it is something I wish that they would have disclosed, or
just because it's something they have disclosed in the past. If you read in the fine print,
yeah,
like
they've always shown how many mascots.
Each mascot we knew was 6,500 pieces. So it's something that we've known in the past. I think there's just I'm excited. I don't know how to put it. Like, I'm excited, but also cautious, just because this is the first time they're doing it this way. So yeah, I'm just excited because it is Funko. Like you said, Vince, like, I'm a huge Freddy collector. This is a mystery box. Like, this is the most exciting time of the year, essentially. So, but I see some people saying they're conflicted in the chat. Put in for it.
I get it.
Here's the thing. If you don't put in for it, and 2 weeks from now, people are opening up some really crazy items, and you were kicking yourself because you were worried about how many boxes there were going to be, or, if it was going to be Franny's or Freddy's, or if the Wobbler and the Biddies, like, you have to put in for it because of Funko's history and the fact that they have come out with some really cool items over the years. Don't miss out on it, because at the end of the day, if they come out with something that's meh, like, you're only paying $15 per item for, the $105 box. Like, I am way more, like, I will gamble that every day of the week to see what comes out, because they're not going to drop this again. It's not like, they're going to do like 2 or 3 lotteries before San Diego Comic-Con. Like, this weekend, it's it. So thankfully you have 3 days to decide. But in the past, like, you kind of had to jump on, like, when they dropped the boxes, like, at 12:30, like, you had to jump on and you had to commit. So the fact that now you have 3 days instead of 10 seconds to decide if you want it, like, it's a no-brainer.
I think it's kind of nice too, because, I mean, at that second, maybe, you get busy, your internet goes out, your whatever happens at
Yes,
that.
that's what happened last year. We were on the road. I had to do it from a Wendy's parking lot, like
from a
in the
plane,
middle of nowhere,
trying to get on the Wi-Fi and trying to order or whatever you're doing. I think it's kind of cool that they did this. I think it's different. I'm curious if they don't sell out. So they haven't sold out of things like, the Halloween boxes or whatever. Like you said, they sold out, and then people started getting them, and then people figured out what ones were what. And then, but if they don't sell out, will they open the EQL up again, but only for certain mascots? Like, this mascot went. Everyone wanted Kraken. Kraken's gone, but these 2 are left.
I would say that that's probably the way they would handle it. And speaking of which, you guys both went for the Freddy Funko as Fruity Pebbles.
Yep.
Right. And did either one of you get selected?
We did not.
Josh got selected. So, John, your chance of a box of fun went up. Mine went down because I got the mystery boxes. But, guys, if you didn't get selected for the mystery boxes and you put in for it, your chances went up that you have a chance at these boxes. It's just the way that you're weighted heavier if you've entered before and not been successful.
Yeah, it's so weird how they do it sometimes.
It is weird.
Because I got the other box before, but who knows? Like, it's weird that you didn't get it, John. I thought maybe they didn't have enough people go after it or something. I'll be really curious about. We haven't really talked about this since last week, the Deadpool one. We did get. I know John put it in his thing. The great Chase Chaser.
I've got the slide in here.
Something for me. So Chase Chaser did create that. I told him you need to do this. People love it, and he did it, and it's the greatest one out there for sure.
Yeah, see, Michael got it too, so Michael's probably worried as well. Is that gonna? I don't know. You know how heavily weighted is that? Like, if you don't get
how many are there? Yeah, how it works.
Well,
it depends on what mascot you go after.
Yeah,
that I'm sure will be factored in.
He asked if it's a lottery, how would it not sell out? I mean, if they make 40,000 boxes and only 32,000 people enter into it,
you can still go buy one of the boxes right now of one of the, like, if everyone picks a certain mascot and doesn't go after a certain other mascot,
they should do it like NFTs. They should do it like NFTs. If there's 40,000 boxes and only like 28,000 people go after it, they should just destroy the other 12,000 boxes. Like, all right, you guys didn't want it, so it's gonna be less.
Here we go. We're burning them all.
They would never do that, but just say, how crazy would that be? You just see like a big bonfire.
But all right, and
speaking of selling out,
yeah,
like, honest to God, like, listen, Chase, I don't know how long this took you, but like, legit. I mean, I'm not saying this.
I asked that night. He did it by the next day.
Yeah, it didn't take him that long because he had it up pretty quick.
This is the point I'm trying to make, and I'm not even trying to be like sarcastic here. Like, I would legit put my $300 on the line tonight if this is what they did.
This would be so cool. Like, so cool.
It's absolutely amazing, and and like, you guys, listen, you guys both love the Fruity Pebbles. And I loved the Bob's. I love the Big Boy. Like, just stick with this. Is it that hard? Is it that? Listen, I don't know. I'm just asking the rhetorical question. Is it that hard to do?
Did you see the box? Did you see the box for this?
Credit to Chase. I love that you incorporated their design into the crown.
The top of
I love that so much.
I mean, if they liked it away, I'd be fine with it too. But
if they like the Artist Series stuff so bad, that's great. Incorporated in the crown, that was pretty special. But I mean, how cool is this? Just why couldn't we do
why
that?
waste? And they're doing such a good job with the Pop Yourself stuff and getting it out there. And when does that go live? That goes live next week. Next
Wednesday that goes live, and it's weird time. It's 5 p.m. Pacific.
It must be because of something.
Maybe they wanted to do.
Maybe there's a preview day with the cons stuff. They're letting people do it. I don't know.
Are you guys going to do this?
I think I might. But
I am going to do this.
How much did it say it was going to be? Because it was like Pop Yourself plus the extra like $20 or
yeah, I feel like they're going to take advantage.
I thought they said $30. Guys, if anybody knows this in the chat, maybe confirm that, because that is one thing I did not confirm. I thought that they said $30.
I thought it was on top of like the regular price, though.
Yeah,
I thought I heard $30.
I feel like they're going to price gouge a little bit because it's the con.
No, they said at the con, I believe it was going to be 40, but you got 2 extra things at the con. I think it was 40 at the con, but you got like the VIP thing in the
exclusive accessories,
right? But the at-home ones were gonna. Yeah, there we go. Funko News Cannon. Thank you, Josh. And $30. $30 is reasonable to me. You get the mask.
If $30 each one, that's it. That's not bad. But
that's not that bad, right?
Yeah, I'll definitely, for $30, I'll do it. That's a no-brainer.
I'm gonna get 2 of these. I'm doing a me and Brie one.
So I got a crazy question for everyone. This is something we've been thinking about doing.
Oh boy!
For our charity auction coming up, I was thinking they have the 2-packs out now. Would anyone be interested in a Professor Josh and Shannon 2-pack?
I thought you were gonna say
Sure.
me and you, Josh.
I know. I was gonna,
could
if you had a 3-pack,
maybe
I
the
would get
buddy
all
pop.
3 of us. I would get.
John
all
could be the
3 of us.
buddy pop.
I'll be the
That would
buddy pop.
be.
You could be the buddy pop, John. What animal do you want to be? There's a good variety now.
Husky.
Oh, I thought they just added in the husky, so
Ah,
I'll be the little husky.
but I think Pop Yourself. I've seen several people that are not pop collectors get these as gifts so far.
It could be the gateway.
Pop
It could be your gateway into.
I mean, I think Pop
Funko
Yourself
collecting.
is a good for anyone. I mean, you go around my office area. There's at least 4 people, 5 people that have pops on their, desks, like one pop or something like that. So, Pop Yourself is just the customizable thing. I think this is great. They're doing special things like more often with Pop Yourself. I think it's a good way to get people to be repeat customers. But yeah, that's
You should do something cool with that. You should make like 20 of them and then do like 2 chases, like do you and Shannon in different outfits or something. But then everybody who
like $60, right? For
everybody who buys one, like you don't know if you're gonna get the chase. Like 2 lucky people or 1 lucky person gets like the.
Did John just tell you to buy 20 of them?
I know.
Don't take advice.
Are we trying to raise some money
75
here?
jerseys.
Yeah, so we need to raise money so everyone has to pay.
All right. You were how long were you holding?
$200 each.
Oh yeah, that was
I've been waiting 4 years to say that. Okay.
Yeah, 4 years in the making. That was fair.
Oh, Vince, do you have the box that the Deadpool came in?
I thought that I did, Josh. I
just pulled it up, so I'll bring it up. I was
like,
the ball, as you
Josh, you'll get all your Funko rewards. There you go.
Look at this. Yeah, there we go. We can get a lot of Funko rewards off of this. So look at the box. Look how many.
Box is like 4,200 of the logos, and then the figure has about 7.
It showed the certificate looked like that. Who got happy with copy and pasting the logo onto the figure?
Yeah.
Like someone just like let me see, and then they're like, oh, we got to tone this down. I actually think maybe that one looks better than this one.
I just is the process different? Like if they made this cool, would they?
Someone thought it was a chase at first, and I was like, there is no.
Yeah,
chase.
I know. I've seen a couple comments that they thought the chase would just had way more logos on it.
Another version of this.
But this is the first Project Fred with no chase, right?
No,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, didn't
Fred. Not Jumbo Chan.
No, all the other ones had chases.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like cons, we just don't do chases because we'll buy anything. So
See, that's the thing that I don't understand. Like when Funko realizes, like, hey, people didn't buy this, like, stop doing it.
You know what? Maybe in 2020 and 2021, like you could get away with stuff like that. Where we're at now, you can't get away with that stuff. Like just look at like we've been saying all night, like the last couple boxes that should be no-brainer sellouts. They're not, because there's just not that. There's not the reason to go buy multiple, because even though like the stuff that sold out last year, and maybe there are people that miss out on it, but there's people that are buying multiples of this stuff, and now doing an EQL, like, and if there's going to be 40,000 boxes of these, like if we're really sticking to it, like maybe they're not going to be like a no-brainer sellout anymore. I don't know.
I'll tell you this. I'm buying a box of fun. If I get selected, I'm buying a box of fun. I'm going to pop myself as Deadpool.
Me too.
Me too. Wolverine. I'm not buying a Project Fred Deadpool. Heck no. And there's one other big thing that we haven't talked about yet that I am 1,000% not buying.
The bundle?
That is the bundle.
I am also not buying the bundle.
The bundle is...
Both of you guys said you were buying the bundle. What's going on?
You can't get with no limited pieces.
With no limited pieces.
No, you get the one guy. Whatever John knows who he is. I don't know who he is.
Who?
The guy from the 4,000 piece dude.
Oh, you get Protozoa.
You get Protozoa.
What?
Pass.
Yeah.
Pass. Yeah.
We don't know.
If they wanted to sell,
if we get Protozoa, whoa.
Like, no. If we, okay, Voltron's 5,000 pieces. Thank you.
Voltron too.
If they wanted
Voltron,
to sell me a bundle, you better be including Mayor Freddy, Roller Driving Franny, and Pizzeria Proto. Like, I'm sorry, I don't understand why they don't understand. Like, you want to sell some bundles? You got to put those in, baby. I want them.
John, is it not the listen? I got the bundle for C2E2. 100%. The only reason I got the C2E2 bundle because I did not want the 10-inch pops that I lost money on trying to sell. Like, lost a lot of money, especially when shipping and all that stuff. The only thing that I did that for was those. And I'll be honest, like, my strategy for SDCC this year, I'm actually going to check out immediately with Voltron. And I will go back in, and then there's only a couple of things that I want to pick up. I will even though I feel like the sodas will be there for probably a month or two. I don't know if those will go on sale, so I'm gonna just pick those up right away. But it'll be my second go around. I want that Voltron. I want that and it's not because it's a 5,000 piece. I just love Voltron that much. I got all the other ones, so I'm gonna go with that. I'm checking out with Voltron. I will go back in, grab the 2 sodas. I think I'm gonna get Godzilla. I might get the red guy Elmo because I got the flocked one and I kind of like Elmo. I'm probably gonna get Dig'em because and I might
whole thing there.
I think I'll probably am I gonna get both of those?
You're gonna get Batman. You're gonna get Batman.
I need the Fusion Batman. Yeah.
Actually, no, I gotta get the One Piece too. I love her.
See, the thing is, Funko, once again, like, do they have a marketing team? Like, do they sit down and go, hey, let's try to make money this quarter? Because it would be a layup, and I'm going to propose something here, and I fully expect some people to get upset in the chat. So bring it on, get upset. If they did a bundle, and I don't know how much the bundle would be for this. What was C2E2's bundle? Was it 3 something?
3 something. This would probably be, let's see, 15. 30. I'll do the math. Give me 25 minutes or so, and I'll be ready.
At least there's no
400, just for sake of round numbers. Let's just say $400, right? $400 for the San Diego Comic-Con bundle. Now we know that Proto, Franny, and Freddy are going to be con only, show only. What if they said, hey, if you buy the bundle and you take home all these characters, we will allow you, like, it will include the Freddy, Franny, and Proto, but you can't buy them separately. We're only going to make 50 bundles, and those bundles will have 3 of the show only pieces. I think that would sell the bundles out pretty quickly. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Possibly. Because I'm doing the quick math over here right now.
Do you think that would upset everybody who had to go to the con and they would see that as
I think the show only ones would be pissed.
The show and kind of rightfully so.
But right? I don't think they're selling many bundles this way, unless you're like a small retailer or you're somebody that needs mystery box fillers. I don't know.
I mean, it's going to be close to 400. It's really close up.
Yeah, that's why I said just round it at 400.
I'm thinking 376, 380, maybe something like that.
It's going to come in right around there. I mean, you got those couple 6-inch pops. You got all the biddies there.
Remember, sodas are $18 when they're exclusives. So,
and then the other, you're about $400.
I mean, you know what?
It's not bad.
I would be happy with the 1 set of biddies. I don't want the 4 other ones. I mean, are they all limited to pieces?
Yeah, they're 4,000 pieces.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about a 4,000 piece biddy.
And they had to do turtles too. Now I gotta buy all the biddies also.
See, you're getting the whole bundle. It's okay.
Listen. I'm only getting the biddies, Snoopy, Godzilla, Elmo, Dig'em, the One Piece lady, the 2 Star Wars, Voltron, Edna, Kermit.
The 2 sodas.
The 2 sodas.
Batman?
Okay, yeah, I'll get Batman too. I'm just getting the one eye.
You might as well get the
you're right. I probably should just buy the bundle. The only 2 I'm not getting are the 2 with the eye patches on.
But I'm just saying the bundle sold out quickly for C2E2 because of Proto, Franny, and Freddy. And those
But both of you guys got the bundle pretty quick, right?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. We loved it.
Yeah, and they packaged it great,
really well. Yeah,
I got in there late that day. I was busy. See, that's another example. I was busy that day. I was in meetings. I wasn't able to sit on here. Like, maybe if I just buy the bundle and get off, and then I'm done.
Oh my god, did I just talk myself? Yeah, I'll be
buying the bundle. It's okay. Bree, he's buying the bundle.
I think I just bought the bundle. I think probably I am probably
No
getting the
10-inch
bundle.
pops. You can be happy, Vin. No 10
Yeah, there's no and that I mean Baymax. I mean, it's the only other 6-inch. She loved the Panda.
Yeah.
She'll
I would.
love this
Well,
one.
here's the other thing too. Even if they
I
didn't
would
have
be in
the
trouble.
Freddy, Franny, and Proto, if the sodas had chases, I would buy the bundle. Like that's how much. Like
I think
look at
so.
that. Like just a couple of chases, and they would have made several more $100 on me.
That's gonna be the hurt. The sodas are like those sodas are just gonna kill themselves.
Is this a small SDCC? Why do I feel like
Smaller.
there's so much more?
You're not seeing any of the shared ones on the stage. So.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's why I was gonna say. What am I
you don't
missing
see
here?
any
Well,
Like,
this is not doesn't have any of the show only. But
yeah,
still,
you're right because the witch is not on there.
Well, it was pretty crazy. I sat down and I added up every single exclusive that we got last year. We actually had like, I have it in my notes, but we actually got like 78 exclusive last year for San Diego Comic-Con, and this year we're down to like 42. So the catalog is much smaller because we're not getting gold, we're not getting rewinds, we're not getting the Poppin lounge fly bags. Like they took a lot of the fluff out, which is good. There's no like 25th anniversary pops. So that's why I think this catalog, the catalog is better than last year's catalog. A lot of people lit me up in the comments saying that I was crazy for not thinking that last year's con was better than this year's con because of the Fairly Odd Parents 3-pack and the Powerpuff Girls 3-pack. And I agree, the quality of pops last year was better, but I think this year's catalog overall is better because it's more refined to what people want. There's no 3-liter sodas. There's a lot less sodas. So I think it's better. I think Funko's heading in the right direction, but I think another huge miss on the bundle. And why give you some LE pieces? Like, do they really think Voltron and Protozoa are going to sell that poorly that they have to force people to take them in the bundle, but you're not going to give me a Mayor Freddy or a Diamond Thrawn?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying, like, once again, inconsistency.
Really, at the end of the day, though, listen, what's the incentive of buying the bundle then?
Well, if you do, at least for C2E2, if you broke it down, like the cost of the bundle,
was it less? Did you get a discount? I didn't even.
You did. It was like $12 and change per pop, and that was including the larger pops. So when you factor in the price of the larger pops, that's why when you said you lost money on selling some of the other stuff, I'm like,
I lost money on just selling it. Like the 10-inch pop, I think I sold for like $12. And I'm not even joking. I think I sold it for $12.
Then you lost money. But when you look at it, when like if you added up the actual retail, now they might do it differently for San Diego Comic-Con. They might add up all the retail cost of each item and then just make that the price. At least for
that's kind of
when you added up all the retail cost of it individually and then the bundle price, there was like an $85 difference.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just doing the rough math, I was coming out to like around $375. If you were doing $15 per regular pop, $18 for the sodas, $15 for the biddies, and like 29, aren't they usually $30 or 25 or 30 for the 6-inch? I believe.
Yeah.
So roughly it was coming out to close to 400. So like if they did the bundle for 350, 325, I would just do the bundle because I probably will get most of these. There's a couple that I really could care less about, but if it was a good enough savings, I could probably get retail or help somebody else out with a couple of the other ones.
And that's what it should be, right? Funko over the last 2 years has had issues selling out certain exclusives on their website. We just did our EQL mystery box video and we pulled a couple exclusives from last year's San Diego Comic-Con, like shared exclusives, right? And it's just like, okay, this is a great idea. Whoever thought of doing the bundle, like I bet you there's going to be people, like you said, Josh, like there's people that are work and they could just get over to the website for a quick minute. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would happily buy the bundle and just not have to deal with going in and picking and choosing and adding to cart and doing all that.
One thing you want sells out or two things.
Right. But you got to give an incentive to the bundle. It either needs to have, in my opinion, all the LE pieces or none of them. The fact that they've picked and chosen certain ones.
Chose only non-show ones. The other ones are show only. And I get that. There should be show only stuff. And I think that's smart.
There should be show only stuff, but I think there also is nothing wrong with giving a couple nuggets to the people at home so that there's more hype and more traffic on the website. Because at the end of the day, if Funko can make money from people at home and they can make money from people at the con and they could make money from people going to, Barnes and Noble and some of these stores and buying the pops in person, that's your triple threat. That's how you capitalize on San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, they got to give a discount with this to have it make sense, I think, for anybody, honestly, because the draw is not Voltron and Protozoa.
Struggling with that one.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But no, I agree
with either Proto.
It's not even the kind of Proto that I would want. I would rather have Proto the dog. But without having like the C2E2 one made a lot of sense because we didn't have to fight and scrap for those 3 limited Freddy, Franny, and Proto. Since it's not in here, like I said, I just check. It's going to come down to the price. If I see the price around $350, I'd probably just buy the bundle because I would end up getting most of these anyway. And again, it makes it a little easier. We have a channel. I'd like to see these all in person at some point. And there's, in saying that though, there's other stuff that like I would like to get that Wicked Witch, and I know that there was a couple other ones that I'm completely drawing a blank on. I just keep on thinking about the Wicked Witch one because I think I like that one so much. But
the Wicked Witch is awesome.
It is a great one. And Walgreens. I can't even believe those are going to Walgreens, but be fun to go to Walgreens again for a little bit. So these are all dropping next Thursday, July 25th, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern.
For West Coasters.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I always feel bad when they do the 6 a.m. instead of the 9 a.m. Yeah. And it's not really good for me either. I don't like 9 in the morning. Is not a great time.
They should have done that at 9 and noon like they normally do.
Yeah, noon's a little easier. Lunchtime and 9 o'clock is it's a little.
Bottom line, we got some information this week. Some of it's good. Some of it people are unhappy about. I think we still could be lined up for a very exciting San Diego Comic-Con. And we, of course, have Fun Days to sit back and see what happens with that. If you're going to Fun Days, if you're going to San Diego Comic-Con, I hope you have a blast. Please get there safe, get home safe, enjoy the event. It is a very exciting time.
Pictures of things you're finding there, too.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to next week for sure. I'll be honest though, like hearing about Mike leaving, that's gonna leave a huge void. I don't know what they're
announce it at Fun Days or something like that.
Listen, the timing is super weird. I mean, I remember when Brian Mariotti left. It was at was it not right before SDCC last year,
I think,
or like after the first day or something.
He just disappeared. I think after that.
It's super sad because Mike has done such. I mean,
what a great guy and come back for sure. So like, I'm not holding my breath with that one because I think he's gonna come back. He could be gone for like 6 months and then realize he loves it. I mean, you're right. He's left and come back before, so
you're right. It could happen.
It's a company that at the end of the day, like he started, he's always gonna have emotional, personal attachment to. And I'm not going to speak for him or anything, but I can just tell you, like, if I created a company that gained this much popularity and this much widespread fandom, and every time you go into a store and you see a Funko Pop, like, I don't know, like, I feel like at some point it would, even if I left, it would call me back. And maybe he never comes back to the company in the capacity that he has sat in for the last couple of years, but his leaving will definitely be a huge loss to the company. And I just hope he comes back in maybe some sort of capacity where he can get some enjoyment out of it. He can bring some creativity to the company and people can still see him at events. Cause I feel like, you met him, Vince, you got the proto and everything. And I met him in passing at New York Comic-Con 2 years ago. And it's just surreal when you get to interact with the CEO of a company and the founder of a company, because you don't normally get to do that with any old company. So
yeah, it's going to leave a void, especially the community thing is something that they've got further and further away from. I mean, obviously we got a strong community here and there's other pockets of strong communities. Everybody's got kind of like a little different aspect, but I think like Mike's been kind of the kind of that like backbone, that part that has been the same, that like as things have moved away from the collecting side more and more and gone more to the toy side, you always could kind of go back and like, it's kind of sad. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the video and see what was said and kind of go from there. It's a bummer, but we're gonna be here. We're gonna hopefully be making fun. Like, I mean, he set a great example for everybody, so we're gonna try to continue to do that here every week. We're gonna do it for SDCC. Can't wait for it. I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to Wolverine and Deadpool too. Maybe that starts kicking off the Marvel stuff again. But it should be a fun week ahead. Josh, what do you have coming up before we get to SDCC next week? What do you have before?
Before that, I just hope. I wonder if Mike is joining Brian Mariotti at Thrilljoy.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying that.
Oh, you never know. But
interesting.
Next week going on, or this week coming up, we put out a video yesterday. Didn't check it out. I do have a NFT video on Star Wars I want to put out. I did this week. I just need to finalize editing it. But I pulled some pretty amazing stuff off of standard packs. I decided to get a couple more standard packs for...
You do that every time, Josh.
And somehow standard packs have been way better than premium packs for me. Let's just say that. And then what else? We'll have a soda video coming up. Also, another mystery box, a couple mystery box videos. I don't know which ones for next week because we have so many mystery boxes right now. I could do a couple different ones, so we'll have to figure out what ones we want to do. But I do have also. I wanted to do a whatnot mystery box video because I got couple great mystery boxes. Or a couple different boxes, but just like Vince did, Fugitive Toys, man. Scored some nice stuff off of Fugitive Toys recently, off a couple. So, and then next week we're doing our garage sale. So we'll have a bunch of different stuff to sell and hang out for a little bit. So if you want that, if you're saving money for cons and stuff like that, save your money for your cons and stuff like that. I know this is a tough time of year to spend on other things. We have some stuff we're going to put up. We've done the garage sale ones before, but one of the big things, of course, is we're coming up on just a little over a month away for our fourth year Whatnot birthday celebration. 4 years on Whatnot, August 20th. So we're doing, I think, the 21st, our Wednesday. On August 20th was our first show ever, the first week Whatnot ever launched shows. We did a show. So we're going to do a 4th year birthday. And then the following week after that is our charity auction. So if you haven't gone over there and bookmarked both of those, please do that. And then also, if you're looking to send anything, I had several people. I appreciate all the people that reached out so far to send something over. Let me know. Hit us up on Instagram. I'll give you all the details, and we just need it at least the week before because we want to do a video and all that kind of, and get everything prepped too. Because a lot of prep work, as everyone knows. So that's what's going on with us.
Charity auctions are no joke. They're a lot of work for sure.
Yeah, they're a lot of work and a lot of work afterwards too.
Yeah,
it doesn't stop. Before and after.
Roberto, I will be at New York Comic Con this year with my amazing wife, Joanna. We have our tickets and hotel and everything. So we will be at NYCC. I wish
we're still trying.
I hope you guys can make it.
We have not given up yet.
I would love to see you guys again. So that would be awesome. For us, I did a bunch of content, extra videos this week for New York Comic Con. So today just dropped some updates on the Box of Fun. A lot of people have been asking us on Instagram, like certain questions. I tried my best to answer as many Box of Fun questions in today's video as possible. So if you get a chance, go check that out. And then yesterday I did a comparison video between this year's San Diego Comic-Con catalog and last year's San Diego Comic-Con catalog. I wanted to do that video. It took a lot of work, a lot of research, but I'm really happy with how it came out. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I got a lot of positive feedback. So we'll have our battle video on Saturday. We didn't get to do a battle video over this past weekend because things have just been crazy. We're actually leaving in a couple minutes to go to our home and oversee some renovations for tomorrow. So yeah, we got another busy week ahead of us. Good luck to everybody with the Box of Fun lottery system, the EQL system. I hope if you go for a box, I hope you get it. And I just hope that Funko comes out with some really cool stuff that we can all chase and talk about for the next year, or at least the next few months until New York Comic Con, and we get to do it all over again. So, but yeah, thanks for all the support. We truly appreciate all you guys. Vinny.
With that being said, happy birthday, Velvet. I am.
Oh, Velvet!
Congratulations on the birthday. It's always. It's, you know what? It kind of sucks getting older. I mean, I'm still gonna say happy birthday, and I still hope you have an amazing year. But it sucks getting older. Just saying. You know, with that being said, though, I'm gonna go to the bright side of things, guys. I don't have a clue what we have coming. I know that I say this every week, and it sounds like a broken record, but we have not filmed Sunday's video yet. So we'll have that. We released a video today if you guys want to check that out. Also, everybody that ordered t-shirts, pre-ordered on the t-shirts, they are going to start shipping probably right after the weekend here. So those will start making out to people. I hope that you guys all rep them and send us some pictures with you tagged in them. I can't wait to see everybody with our first t-shirts on. And then next Tuesday for Whatnot, I think we're just going to do a regular auction. I'm not going to do a mystery box, just probably hang out for about an hour. So if you guys want to join us over on Whatnot, because of SDCC next week, if anybody needs anything that we have, it is going to be available. If not, we're going to hang out for an hour. So join us on Whatnot on Tuesday. Other than that, guys, this was a great, fantastical, amazing chat one more time. I really enjoyed, I always enjoy this kind of stuff. And I like getting people's feedback because I have my own opinions. I like to hear everybody else's opinions instead of just seeing the comments of this sucks or that is bad or whatever. I like to hear why it is, because it's always good to get everybody's opinion on the matter. So good luck to everybody on the EQL stuff. Good luck to everybody having an amazing weekend. Hopefully the weather's good where you guys are going to be at. And other than that, let's wrap this bad boy up. See you guys next Thursday. It's going to be the eve. No, it's going to be the night of. We'll find out how we did on all of our stuff.
Well, we'll find out. It'll be Fun Days Eve.
It'll be Fun Days Eve. So we will find out.
Con madness going on. All that
it should be a fun time. I think next PFO is going to be another amazing one. So guys, we will see you next week. And good night, everyone. Have a great evening.